Bones are amazing things. They hold us up. They support us. They make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. I am Ellie, usually playing Archi.
This is Jeff playing Jerr Lan.
For now. This is Jeremy playing Julian Illix.
For now.
This is Aaron playing Sam Feluge. For now.
This is Johnny playing Chine North. Forever.
And I'm Jordan, and I'm playing a raccoon.
They don't sound like that.
So previously, you decided to skulk through the city. Something you have done multiple times without incidents.
This time there was incidents.
Unfortunately,
This time there was a panda.
The trash panda. There was a trash panda.
Caused all the problems.
And then it just ran away.
I know.
What a scallywag.
Working for the Fire Drakes.
I know. It was a trap.
Trash panda trap.
Wasn't it? I don't think it was.
It was a trap.
I think it was just random violence on the street because we're wearing disguises and sneaking pretty sneakily through the city. I just think it was a random checkpoint.
It was a trap panda. It listened to some really hip music, and it really enjoyed Burning Man.
Alright, so we got an unconscious Jerr.
Jerry, how bulky of an individual are you in game?
220? That's what my page says.
How tall are you?
5'10".
Okay. I mean, we also have Archie to carry things.
I mean, since I did
Like
this,
raccoons.
Well, we also do have Corrara, who's a water proxy, so we can maybe do that healing now to revive him.
If he knows how to heal.
Unconsciousness.
Because that's a...
He may not. The water elemental probably should.
I mean,
Are we jumping right in? Because that's what Julian would do. Julian would pretty much get up off the ground and be like, Corrara.
Do we want to get off the street?
Yeah, drag him into this building. We need...
Which is what Sam would be working on, trying to get a place for us to take cover.
And while that is going on, Julian's done with the bodies in the sewer.
From whence you came.
Before Julian dumps the bodies,
Which bodies?
the fire drake bodies
Okay.
that were on the street.
I'll
so
let
there's,
you-
there's two of them.
I'm not even worried about those. You dump those, no problem.
Oh, he wants to loot them. What do I got?
Smart man.
Yeah, you always leave the body.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Standard RPG rules.
You murder, and then you hobo.
Exactly.
22.
So, they have ammunition
It's a ridiculous movie.
and porn magazines.
Anything special about this ammunition?
Or the magazines. I mean, if they have them, there's got to be something special about them, right? They took them into, like,
That's their
combat.
secret code.
It seems to be standard issue automatic rounds.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about the magazines. Standard issue. Okay.
It's not a special issue.
Anyway,
Alright, so nothing of
Nothing of value.
Of note.
what did you roll again?
22.
Oh, you find a radio.
Julian's taking the radio.
Sounds good.
Keeping it on, but very low.
Who would have thought that thugs would enjoy some nice big band music?
Alright, so what kind of radio is this?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
I was assuming it was a two-way radio, like walkie-talkie, not like a boombox.
All right, fine. Since you made the distinction, we'll go ahead and allow it to be a communication device.
Okay. I mean, when you search a body, you find a radio. You're not thinking like a broadcast radio.
Well, stakeouts get long and arduous. You need something to pass the time.
So is Kotarara doing anything about the unconscious person that we have?
No, not really.
I'm not supposed to say I punch him.
And at this point, he's an operative. Like, he has been seeing combat. He's either going to be shell-shocked or he's going to be useful.
He's making sure that Jerr is comfortable, open airway, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But
He's not a healer by trade.
so,
Yeah, Julian
Basic first aid.
would come back and see that nothing is happening like elementally. He was like, "Can you heal him? Can you do something?"
I mean, just because I was part of Healing Hands doesn't mean I'm a doctor.
I mean, but water elementals have a tendency to be able to heal, so you're a water proxy. Can you heal?
I was a chemical engineer.
Julian's like, I'm sorry, I'm talking to the wrong person. Pulls out his water, rubs it in his hand, he's going to try and connect. We're not going to get it. Nope. Not even close. Got a 12. And I needed a 24. Plus 2 to Kotarar's water elemental.
Okay.
For anything it's going to try and do. But I did not connect, so I can't communicate with it.
Right. He just looks at you. I don't understand what you want.
And Julian's going to shake his head. He's like, yeah, it doesn't always work. I can't talk to your water elemental right now for some reason. And he just...
He told you.
Told me what?
He told you he was a chemical engineer.
You told me that.
Yeah.
Julian looks a bit confused. Wait. So just 30 seconds ago, when the statement that was said, that was the water elemental talking through you?
Yes.
And we kind of look side over at Sam's like, huh, okay.
So, I mean, it looks like we have a couple options. We either hole up here until Jerr wakes up, or we start lugging him through the city, which is pretty undignified for...
How much further do we have to go to get to where we were heading?
Archie, are we close?
I'm sorry, where are we located now?
You only had made it about a third of the way.
Wow. Hey, so we're by the Slippery Weasel.
Where the Slippery Weasel used to be.
Yeah.
So we are near where you used to work, right? You used to work at the Slippery Weasel?
Yep.
Yes.
So, do you know of any safe houses nearby?
I don't know, Sam. The guy I used to work with, Isaac. So I do believe he lives a couple blocks down. But I don't know when's the last time I've seen him.
Or if you would even harbor us. Why don't we just...
We can pass
Here.
by it.
Why don't we just stay here?
We don't know how long Jer's going to be out.
Right. We're going to move up a couple floors, keep him stable, keep him alive.
All right, let's just
Smells
stay
like
here
bacon.
then.
Oh, and Julian's going to display his, found this on one of the fire drakes, so if anybody's communicating, we may have some intel.
Yep, it's good.
We're just waiting for Jerr to wake up so we can maybe not have to carry him around the city.
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal.
Did you say you tried to turn on the radio?
He turned it on.
It's
on
on,
low.
but it's on low.
So there was a bit of an issue with the radio because of electricity.
Not surprised.
So it doesn't work.
Well, if it was broken, Julian probably wouldn't even have bothered
Carry it.
taking it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, well, if we're gonna hold up in here, I want to release some kind of tripwire or something in the hallway. Alert us if somebody's going from the inside the building.
I got it. Sam. And he just takes out a swath of elements, puts them on, right in front of the doorway. He's putting his hands on the doorways, and he's like, breathe out at any moment. And he's going to do it, and he's got somebody help him, so all he needs is a 9, and he's
Still
got
breathing
it.
out.
So there's that elemental tripwire in front of the door.
Yeah.
We've done that a couple times.
Go ahead and roll for shade. We haven't done that yet today.
I
You
did.
did once.
And I rolled like a 10.
Yeah.
5.
We're going around the table?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeremy's got shit.
I noticed.
I don't get to do this very often, so usually I'm the one arguing with shit.
I don't know why.
So you guys are hanging out. What are you doing, Archie?
I guess I'm gonna go stand next to Jer's body.
Oh, thanks for standing guard.
His body.
I'm just gonna sit down next to Jer, hands on knees.
Okay. Jerr, it's dark.
I'm unconscious.
You feel like you're floating.
Well, that happens normally in my sleep.
How long has it been since you've been hurt this bad?
Probably over 100 years.
And the breach collapsed.
Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting. What was the last thing that Redneck's near said to you before the bridge collapsed?
Well, that was a couple hundred years ago when...
The bridge collapsed?
No. When last time I talked to Redneck's near.
Okay.
Last thing he said to me was... Because I told him about my struggle with my choice of a water elemental, he said, don't fight it. Go with it. Flow like the water that runs through you.
You have a mental image of a hydroelectric dam the sluices are closed tight. And you can see off in the distance a city that is completely without power.
I'm going to try and find the release for the dam.
You zoom in from an overhead shot, you drop precipitously until you're pretty much standing right on the top of the dam. And standing there is a humanoid shape made out of water. And it beckons to you.
I go over.
And it starts leading you towards a building on the far bank of the river.
About halfway there, I stop and ask the water form if there's a way to release the pressure.
It beckons towards you and points towards the building.
I continue with it.
You reach the building. There's a giant wheel when you go into the building. Something that looks like it needs more than one person to turn. You can't do it on your own.
So I sit there and struggle with it for a second.
Go ahead and roll physique at your injured level.
So I can roll one die.
Correct.
Got a 5 plus 1, so 6.
It's not moving.
Then I'm going to plea with the water elemental to help me.
It goes to grab, and the water just looses right over where the handle would be. And it points at you. And it sends this tendril out towards you.
I start backing away.
The tendril retreats. And it points at the wheel again. In the classic Will Smith pose.
Take a deep breath and remember the words that Redneck's Near said to me. Don't fight it, flow with it. And I take a step closer to the water form and reach out my hand.
And it reaches out its hand, and the tendrils reach out and they bind around your hand, and they begin spiraling up your arm. And it feels warm, like a swimming pool that has had just the right amount of sun.
Okay.
Where it feels relaxing and calm and almost nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
It just loops over your arms and your torso and your entire body, but there's breaks between it, and you can still see like your arms and your physique underneath it. And it's not like it's trying to smother you or anything. It's not like you're getting drowned or lost or held back or taken over.
Yeah.
It's integrating with you. And you feel this strength that you've never really experienced before.
So, experimenting and flexing a little bit, feeling the strength with this added help.
Yeah.
I walk over and I start to pull on the wheel, trying to release the dam.
At first it doesn't seem to move. It's really hard. It's stuck. It's been a long time. Go ahead.
So 4 plus 1, so 5.
It even seems like it's going harder than it was before.
I sort of growl at the water. I thought this was supposed to help.
You feel this tugging on your body, like it's going towards the door that swung shut.
Where are you taking me now? I start walking with it towards the direction that it's pulling.
You get to the door and you open it, and there's more water waiting just outside the door. And then you feel this tug back towards the wheel.
So is it the water that the dam is holding back, or is it more forms of water?
It's water that's coming from the dam.
So it's flowing up towards me out of the collected water?
Yes.
I say, all right. I go back to the wheel.
Pick up your full amount of dice. Now double it.
All right.
Triple it. Quadruple it.
4 times. 4 times.
Roll that.
Again, Redneck's Near's phrase goes through my head. Flow with it like the water that flows through your body. 47.
The wheel turns, slowly at first, but it gains ground. And you start feeling the apparatus starting to shake, and the building starts to shake as well. And you hear this turning, grinding noise as the gates that have been held closed for centuries start swinging open. And there's this loud groaning and mechanical rending noise as the machinery that's been waiting inside the hydroelectric dam begins to move for the very first time in who knows how long. And
Power starts going to the city.
there's power that starts flowing to the city. Julian, what are you doing?
Pacing.
Sam, what are you doing?
Kind of sitting near a window, kind of watching out the window, making sure we're not surprised again.
Julian's pacing back and forth between the windows, doing this pretty much same thing.
Gotcha.
Yep, pretty much that's what I'd be doing too.
After a while, Jerr begins to stir.
And Sam, you hear, finally, he's waking up.
It's about time.
We've been here too long.
Yeah, but we didn't have many options.
We could have left him. It's Shade. Sorry.
I'm like, Julian, what kind of monster are you?
Yeah.
No, you know we're not leaving Jerr behind. Jerr's like the linchpin in this plan.
I'm the linchpin in this plan. I'm what's holding this together.
Well, right, but as far as getting in touch with the rest of the groups, we're gonna need Jerr. And we need as much of a net as we can get to find who we're looking for.
Just shouldn't take this long.
I know it shouldn't take this long, but just we gotta roll with this. We gotta be patient. You've been patient for how long? How many years since you started your search?
Too long. Too long.
What's another couple of days? We got this.
Now that I'm regaining consciousness, I want to try healing myself.
Okay.
Extra normal
At -3.
at -3.
I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
7.
Want to spend a character point?
He has none.
I have none.
And you have no fates.
I have 1 fate.
No, if he... never mind, the other guy can't do squat. The other guy's worthless. Why did we bring him?
That's cannon fodder. Alright, so Jerr does not heal.
But I'm still starting to wake up a little bit. That hurt a lot. You should warn a guy with water.
Nah, I was a little too focused with everybody else.
That was kind of like split second. No one knew what was going on. It was just, it happened and everybody went down.
Glad you pulled through.
You and me both.
Can you move?
Nope.
If it's any consolation, the others didn't pull through.
Huzzah for us. I just had a mental breakdown.
Is that a good
Or
thing?
mental power up?
What?
I don't know. Something happened. I had a weird dream.
Are you sure you didn't also hit your head?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my head was hit. I mean, you probably see like a welt growing on the side of my face.
You do now have a very nice electrical burn scar.
Cool.
Like on your face. Please tell me it's on your face.
A lightning bolt.
A lightning bolt.
All the way across his face.
Oh, that'd be so
Like a
badass.
scar that, and one across my chest too.
So you're welcome. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like that.
Yes.
You know how we were talking about tree roots earlier spreading out? It's a very similar look. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
As a geek with a life outside of gaming, it can be hard to stay informed. The Sometimes Geek podcast is your weekly update of all the major video game news, brought to you with the insight of an everyday gamer. Episodes are kept short and to the point, so you have more time to spend playing games instead of reading about them. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and at sometimesgeek.com. The Sometimes Geek podcast, because we can't be geeks all the time.
And we're back, and I'm really busy looking at people being struck by lightning photos.
Ouch. Oh, that looks like it hurt.
Yeah.
It is known as a Lichtenberg figure. 5 times hotter than the sun.
Your mom's 5 times hotter than the sun.
I don't know how to take that.
Julian's walking up to Sam and is like, so are we staying here still?
I mean, we gotta either leave somebody with Jerr, or we gotta wait for him. For this current going to the animal preserve people, Jerr is a bonus. The Healing Hands, they have a history with the animal preserve. Where Archie's great, Archie is going to be the one to talk to them, but...
Jerr's the one who can identify and heal the root virus.
Right. So Jerr is pretty...
Essential.
I don't know if he's going to be able to heal the root virus in his current condition.
I can't heal anything in my current condition.
It's going to take 2 weeks of healing.
2 weeks!
Hey, Jerr, can you teach this other fool how to heal?
Not in my condition.
Yeah, the rest period is 2 weeks. If you're assisted...
So we can assist in healing?
Julian has medicine.
A character can heal others or themselves with some basic field procedures for treating wounds. Such attempts don't require a medical kit. Simply roll medicine to treat wounds in the field and find the results on the assisted healing chart.
So my roll would have to be a 20.
Yeah, that's the target number. A character who's using a medical kit may add its bonus to the roll.
Well, I didn't write that one. Bonus.
What about, what's his face?
He doesn't know how to heal.
He has no.
He's worthless. We should have thrown him in front of the fire drake to save you.
Yeah.
And in the future, that's what he will be used for. he will just straight be used as a human shield.
At this very moment, I'm taking off his shirt and putting a red one on him.
The one that
I did wear my
shirt.
lucky red shirt.
His red shirt on away missions.
As soon as I walked in the door, I was like, "Oh, Jeff, I saw a shirt just like that. It says, 'This is my red shirt. I may not make it.'"
I love you, Star Trek.
So we're looking at med kit.
I'll go ahead and allow you to roll a D.
1D. Alright. I'm gonna drop a fate point on it, just so I can double it.
Yeah, including the double of the first aid kit.
Okay. I need a 20. Oh no! My God!
That is an absolutely...
That is atrocious.
That is beautiful. I'm in the ugliest way
There
possible.
are so many ones.
His highest was a 3.
I don't think you got 20.
No. I don't think I got 10. I got 9 with 8 dice.
What is
my
thunder?
God.
Thunder knowledge.
This is my worst roll of all time.
Yeah. I've only seen worse when I've rolled.
That's saying something. So he tried with his medicine kit, whiffed poorly. Magnificently. For artistic effect, we'll say you went ahead and nicked the vein, and it's bleeding all over the place.
What was I doing with his vein?
That's a good question. What were you doing?
I was being Edric Farthings.
Yeah.
And doing surgery when I didn't need to.
You've been talking to Shade too much.
And Archie comes in, swoops in, sees what's going on, goes, "That is not how you treat a living creature." And flame on hands and just cauterizes the wound and then actually provides helpful first aid. And I'll let you take the description on from there if you would like.
So essentially, I'm going to say to Jerr, be careful, this is going to hurt as I, put the flame on. I'm going to keep calling out commands. And I'm assuming I don't have access to Jeremy's kit.
You do. So here's what we're going to say has happened. He's got the kit open, it's on the ground, everything like that. You were successful enough in getting the kit laid out for use. So between your 9 and your 14, that comes to 23. So that's just enough to bump you up from incapacitated to severely wounded.
Yay.
You're up a die,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but I think we'll go ahead and leave well enough alone.
Yeah, don't do any more. Thank you.
Do we have any ointment in the first aid kit?
Yes.
All it has is flies, though. It's a joke, meaning that something is ruined.
Oh, okay. So Sam, you hear? Great. Are we moving now?
We're ready to move out as soon as Jer's ready.
All right. So, Julian, I need the ointment and bandages from the first aid kit.
It's right there. Go ahead.
All right. Starts using ointment to treat the lightning scar that is now on his face, chest, and all other areas that were afflicted, and wrapping bandages amongst some of those places. Before all that was done, I called out to whoever was available to lift his legs above his head. It needs to be higher than his head to make sure there's no shock. Treatment is complete. He should be good to go, as long as the body's not in shock.
At severely wounded, am I able to get up and move around?
Yes, but, you know.
Because as I just read,
Add
technically if you
-8.
get struck by lightning, they're usually, like, out cold. Like, you have to, like, restart.
All right. Jerry, you ready to move out?
Not really, but I
Would you
guess
like
we
me to
got no
carry you?
choice.
Can you stumble?
Y'all can find a wheelchair.
That might involve some investigation.
Searching. 16, 17, 18.
22.
This is better. Alright, so you find a wheelchair in an apartment building that obviously has not seen use for a while.
Ask and you shall receive.
Sweet.
Fantastic. Guess what? It's time for a skill challenge.
Okay.
Getting my 2 dice ready.
You don't want to know the target number.
Oh, it's 15.
As you're walking through the doorway, Julian's like, just because you're the
25.
first one that's going to cross through the doorway, when you cross through, I'm automatically going to connect. I can disconnect if you wish.
Let me check with Shade.
Reroll.
Yes, please. Okay. Walk out the door.
And Shade here's Julian say, all right, talk to you later.
Bye.
Like you guys hung up off from a regular telephone call.
And leaving the building, being very cautious, very sneaky, very...
Sneaky sneaks.
Alright, let's go ahead and roll initiative. So wonderful.
Perception.
Perception.
Yeah, no, don't worry about dice being reduced on this.
I got a 12.
I got a 9.
I got 20.
Johnny, what'd you get?
13.
And Aaron?
6.
Alright, so the skill challenge is to get through the town to your contact successfully. There's going to be 5 successes.
One from each of us.
You can fail on 3. Target number is 27.
Yeah, I'm definitely failing one of them.
Starting with Julian.
Yep, starting with Julian. So Julian is going to scout ahead. All right, so what would scouting ahead be? Would that be total investigation? Could I use investigation skill to...
You could use
Survival.
investigation. You could use
Survival.
streetwise in this situation.
Streetwise.
If I can use investigation, I'm going to use it because that's my highest number.
Yeah.
So
That's fair enough.
I need a 27.
Average of 4 on each dice.
We're ramping up the tension.
Yeah, I'm going to have to drop a fate point on it. Oh, come on!
I think you still got it. You still got
I
it.
still got it, but still, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. I got a 30.
Cool. 1 success. Up next is Johnny.
I think I'm going to try to persuade Archie. It'll be faster and easier if he just carried Jerr.
No. That's not better for Jerr.
Physically healthy, no.
Just be a bard and say encouraging things to us so we get plus bonuses.
I don't have that power. That was my last campaign. I guess I used persuade to remind the group how important it is that we get this done.
How you going to spend that big point?
I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, you're not spending it.
Oh, nice. Good call.
28.
Look at you succeeding.
With a character point.
Up next is Jeff.
My highest roll is healing. Yeah, I'm going to try and heal myself.
Question, if he tries to heal himself as part of a skills challenge and it succeeds, does he actually get the heal benefit?
So if I don't succeed in the skills challenge, but I still succeed at the healing, do I still get the healing?
I guess that's my question, because there's 2 separate target numbers.
The primary goal here is to do the...
Yeah, I was going to say,
Target
Take it back.
You're going to fail.
You're going to fail.
You're just trying to maintain a sense of, like, keeping the nausea down at this point.
Yeah. 7, 9.
Oh, that's a failure. Thank you. Come again.
Wait, that was for the healing, the extra normal part, and then I add +2 to my medicine, which is still down 2 dice, right?
Yes.
Forgot about that.
So close.
Oh, is that a +2?
Yeah, it's +2.
27.
No, it's +1.
Oh!
So 26. And you don't have any more characters.
He's got no character points.
26.
Thank you. Come again. Archie, your odds are good. 3 successes remain. 2 failures remain.
Those are good odds.
I think those are good odds.
The only thing popping into my brain to do is to physically carry air and the wheelchair.
The Jerr chair?
The Jerr chair.
I was going to combine it, but it would just be Jerr.
So Archie's gonna grab the handles, flip them so that Jerr's
Like a
facing
backpack.
Backwards.
like a backpack.
C-3PO on the back of Chewbacca. Where did Anakin show up?
Jerr chair sounds fair.
In the Jerr chair.
You have been on a roll tonight, Missy. I was just complaining about a 5 on her extra die.
She's taking
Well, it's because the last
She's taking a lot of ones.
That's the
So
last one she's done. She's gotten 6, 6, 6, 5.
24, 25, 26, 27!
Yay! The image is ridiculous, but all right,
Who's next?
Sam.
So, same question that Jerr had. If I do something that has an outside benefit, do we also get that benefit?
If you succeed at the skill challenge, you do.
Okay. All I can think of in my head is the math, like the fact that I have to get 4 on every dice.
Yeah.
So, as usual, I'll just go ahead and double it because I know it's going to happen that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give sight to people. So that way we can all see heat images.
At night
I should probably do that anytime we travel.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I doubled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
37.
Okay. You succeed on both counts.
Okay. So we have night vision. Infrared.
All right, so we are at the top of the round.
Top of the round. That means it's your turn.
All right, I have my next highest is my willpower, which is what Julian uses to try and connect to elementals. It's also how I sense elementals. So yeah, when Julian feels like they're getting into a place where they're hearing a little bit more, he's going to whip out his lighter just to be sure that they're not ambushed by any more fire drake outposts. Hand it to Sam and stick his hand in the flame. Roll willpower. I'm going to go ahead and just drop one on it just because.
Be on the safe side.
Yep. 31.
Cool.
So that being the last part, the skills challenge was to get us there.
Yes.
Okay, so we're at the location where Archie says the contact is. Julian also at this point knows any fire elementals within as 100-meter radius. So, fire elemental.
Not at the moment.
So Julian will walk up and be like, Archie, that's the building. And there are no fire elementals. He says that last bit to the rest of the group as well.
Around outside or inside?
Yes.
Archie nods his head, says, alright, follow me, and the truck goes to enter into the building.
Okay.
A multi-level apartment building, you know.
Yep. Concrete, kind of rectangular, built around a courtyard. There's a ramp going up the interior of the courtyard.
Oh, a ramp? I'm just kidding. No, I'm still going to continue to carry you, Jerr. So I'm in front. Who's behind me right now?
I am.
Didn't miss a beat.
You walked right into it.
You guys are great at it in Castelli.
Who is walking behind me right now?
Probably Julian.
Okay. I'm going to call back to Julian. We're heading towards the 3rd floor. Just a heads up.
Okay.
I suggest taking the stairs. Never did like the elevators in here. He talks back. So we start taking the stairs.
For the ramp.
Or the ramp. Go to the 3rd floor.
Mm-hmm.
Julian, by the way, we didn't usually like guests. I probably shouldn't be saying this now, but we're in a bit of a situation, am I right? So just give me a second to talk to him.
You taking me with you?
I'll put you down.
You don't have to do that. He's not that far gone.
Yeah, you don't have to put me
I
down.
was going to say, you're short.
Jordan's being quite liberal with interpretation of words tonight.
No, I'm being very...
Okay, so I do a secret knock on the door.
And I would assume all of us are just waiting around the corner.
Right.
Pretty much.
I've given you the signal, just, hey, maybe stand back a second while I explain to my friend Gardner. Does he open the door?
Yes. With a gun in your...
Archie's hands are up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Put the gun down. Stop being dumb. And let me tell you the situation. It's Archie.
What is he?
By that, do you mean can you see an elemental?
Mhm.
Okay.
And what kind?
Earth.
Okay. Julian takes a vial out, pops it. You see him pour dirt on the ground. He looks at everybody around him, starts to rub his foot in the dirt. Does anybody follow suit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What happens if, like, everybody helps? Like, if we're all just standing there rubbing our feet in dirt?
I don't know.
We just look funny.
I mean, you didn't have to do that.
You got it. So you can connect to.
Okay, sounds good.
General state of mind.
Agitated.
Okay.
Archie, remember? Because I remember you. Bourbon on the rocks.
Bartender?
Yeah. Now we're talking. Listen. You can hold your gun up, but I'm going to put my hands down. Listen. I've got a bit of situation, and I was hoping you could pay me back for all those free drinks I used to give you.
Sounds like a persuasion roll.
Also, since this is a Archie's contact having to do with the animal preserve, can Julian sense that this is a contained elemental?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I paid a...
Oh, fate point. Okay. It's a good thing you got some.
Yeah, oof. 15.
That's fine.
Okay. What do you say?
Gardner slowly lowers the gun.
Glad to hear you're ready to listen.
Make it quick.
See about that. It's not just me who will be making it quick. Now hear me out. I have an apartment that does have a stash of bourbon. Okay?
Gordon's asking, is this true? Don't remember this being mentioned before. Yeah, this sounds like a con roll.
I don't feel like using another fate point.
I almost called it. I almost said her first one of the night.
Can Julian sense some rising skepticism? He's gonna whisper, it's like, Chine, get ready.
Hearing that, Sam pulls out a gun.
Rolled a 10.
He looks at you side-eyed. There's been a lot of ransacking that's happened. Pretty much the entire city is dry at this point.
I'm up for negotiations. What is on the table for you to take me and my friends into this apartment for a little bit?
For what reason?
Archie is going to be silent for a minute, thinking. For a revolution. Are you interested?
Go ahead and roll persuasion again.
Julian's gonna whisper to Chine, and he's gonna say, "Oh, ouch!" Convince me to listen to you.
Oh,
All right, so we're combining something here.
Yeah.
Do you need any more?
20D.
Really?
Yep, I dropped the fate point on it.
I got 31.
It's my elemental persuasion. Oh my gosh! What the heck is going on? So many ones.
You got 31 over here?
Mm-hmm.
Without a fate point?
3.
53.
And that was a bad roll.
yeah.
There's lots of ones.
That was
So we're combining our
With our powers combined.
powers again. So basically the same thing. Julian is going to repeat to the elemental everything Chime is saying.
Okay.
And Julian is learning his lesson and is going to say it word for word.
instead of paraphrasing.
Yes!
You want us to come in so we can help you with your goals. Our goals align, at least as far as this war is concerned. We want to help you so you can help us. Let us come inside so we can discuss and make plans and help the animal preserve with their long-term goals.
The elemental seems swayed. Come in.
Before the elemental even says that, Julian has started walking around.
Archie notices this, looks at you guys, and nods. the best way that he says thanks and comes into the room.
Well, you wouldn't have known any of that was going on.
No, not our conversation.
Oh, so I'm just gonna nod anyways.
You think you succeeded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a smirk.
Like, you're welcome.
Who's the heavy hitter here? So you all go into the room, and the building begins shaking. And you hear like this shrieking noise as parts of concrete just start flying up. And if you looked out the window, Kaiju walking down the middle of the avenue. Thank you for listening to this episode of Bone Throwers Theater.
Those kaijus.
Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Ellie, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is bonethrowerstheater. You can also look us up on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.